episode 17. This episode will be dedicated to your enemies and how to learn from them because I really think that you can actually learn from your enemies. Learn from your enemies. That's it. This is the end of this podcast. No, just kidding. Just kidding. So basically, if in your life you have someone that it's awful with you and it's you guys hate each other, you can actually learn from these people. You can learn from their life and you can learn from their mistakes, and that's great actually. Usually, they are miserable with a miserable life, um, which will make it even funnier. And you can learn from their life. Like if they have a shitty life, you can learn, you can observe them, and you can be like, yeah, nah, don't want to live a life like you. And for sure, you have some enemies, and you hate someone, or someone hates you. You guys hate each other, which I think it's already a loss of time. But what you have to do is to learn from this person because wouldn't you learn from everybody, like even people that you don't like, people that don't like you? Like I think it's a waste of time not to learn from everybody, even the people that you don't like. I think like you can also learn from them. I try to be inspired even from people that I don't like. For example, I watch definitely interviews from people that are problematic also, which is not nice, but like you can also learn on how they succeed and stuff. Like not gonna lie, and I know many people find that difficult to take um someone that they don't like and they learn from it. Like you don't have to agree with their things, but I think it's a waste if you don't learn from everybody. And it's actually these famous people that you hate so much. For example, okay, there is everybody hates Trump. Okay, we know his policies are not that great, and but we can learn from his type of, like, we can learn from his work ethic, and by that I mean by the way he studies and works, and which is he works very hard. Whether you believe it or not, Trump is a type of person, like he's very successful. He studies his things very well, and I think he studies from people that you don't like even. And I think you should do the same. You should study from people that you don't like because you can learn. And I don't like Trump policies, but if I think about it, if I look at his interviews in the 80s when he talks about how he basically manifests, he's good at it, and he works hard. He works hard. His mindset on oh my god, oh my god, his mindset on achieving things in his life, it's great. Like his policies are bad, but the way he thinks about himself, the way he works to get what he wants, I like it. Like I don't like the policies. I hope you get it because this is an episode on how to learn from your enemies. And I used Trump because I know that many of you hate this man. The media managed to make you hate this fucking man, and he's the only one that didn't start a war somewhere like Obama did, like other presidents did. But y'all hate Trump so much. Whatever, we are not gonna get political now. So, by mentioning Trump, I just wanted to say that you can learn from the work ethic or whatever from someone that has a kind of bad mindset, I don't know, bad policies or whatever. You can learn from everybody. Like you can learn from the worst of the worst, trust me, and you can make it the best. Like you can be like, okay, I'm learning from this person that maybe it's not the deal to be like this, or like you can learn from bad people. You can learn from everybody, from enemies, as I said. And that's great. When you learn how to be like this, when you learn how to be less political, if someone can gives an advice, like, and it's great, like, who cares what they think? Like, it's none of your business. You can take advices from everybody. The less political you are, the better. Like, the less you think, oh my god, I don't want to have nothing to do with this person. I don't want to hear this person. Like, the more you're gonna find difficult to find some, like, you should have some, like, don't take inspiration from everything that this person you hate does. Like, you just have to take inspiration from a little bit. Like, it could be a positive thing or it could be a negative thing. Now I explain you better. So the negative thing is, like, let's say that this person is an asshole and he's hurting people, and you can take inspiration from that, and you can be like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. This is exactly how I don't want to be like, you can take an example from that and be like, yeah, this is exactly how I'm not gonna be. And of course, the positive thing, it could be a positive thing. Like, there is no need that I explain you. Like, it could be the type of mindset they have towards life, um, and that's great. Like, you can do it. You can take inspiration like this. And this is how you take inspiration from enemies. That's what I mean with take inspiration from enemies. I think it's great. I think that can help you a lot with your life, with the life you have. Like, the more examples you take from people, the better it is. Like, especially from people that you don't like. Like, you have to have a prototype of people that you don't want to be, and you have to take inspiration from them without being too much of, oh my god, these people are harmful. Like, who cares? Listen, you don't have to take inspiration from everything. Just a little. Be flexible. Be like water. Don't think too much. Don't be too much political. Just be focused on learning things from this person, and that's all it matters. Forget about their political views, forget about all these little stupid details that are useless and don't help you to grow. You just have to be like, you just have to think about learning things. You don't have to think about what this person does, who they are, if they hate you, if you hate them. Like, from your enemies, you just have to think about learning their moves, learning how they think. That's it. Um, Buy the book that is called the book is called Collaborating with the Enemy: How to Work with People You Don't Agree With or Like or Trust, by Adam Knane. I don't have idea the surname, whatever. It's on Amazon. Once you learn these things, once you learn how to be, how to learn from people that you don't like, life is actually getting better. Trust me, it's great. I think that this episode have been not too long, but this is all I wanted to say about enemies. You can learn from enemies. You can learn from people that you don't agree with. And it's actually much easier than you think. It's very easy. Just don't think about their political view. And that's a quote from Sun Tzu. If your enemy is quick to anger, seek to irritate him. Which is so fun, actually, to irritate people. I love to irritate people. Um, that was it for today. This was episode 17. This podcast is available on Spotify and YouTube. This was all. See you next week with a new episode.